First of all, a direct question to you will be, what do you think of his activism?
To be honest with you,
what do you think?
Ideally, I probably would have said, I don't want to talk about it, but
you're one of the most intelligent people. Yeah, you can walk that tight line.
Yeah, it's not an issue for me.
Vine. Sometimes now I get connect. You know what I'm talking about.
So now don't tell me say this lover don't release the batch 3 of the celebrities where be a gege. So number 1, a Burna Boy, very dark man. Me on the quarry. So now me that say they knock me out. Don't play, you will learn.
Many celebs, they do a gege so that album go fit sell, so that they go fit get that feature, so that they go fit date that movie, so they go fit date that caucus.
Ametri. But if there's an alleged 500 million, I'm going to beg you, Uncle Falana, please, this boy does not have money. Even this small NGO that I said I opened, we all know that is a lie.
Don't know me. They also don't know my son, even though it's of their generation.
Tell me, Falana, you represented Fela. You lost. Fela went to jail and rot in prison. You represented MKO Abiola. You lost. He went to jail. From there, he died.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Knabit TV News, Gist, and Blog. This particular video or interview or podcast that I came across between Fast the Bad Guy and the interviewer, I decided to share it with you guys because it drew my attention what he said, that he did not believe much on VDM activism. When I watched that particular video, I said, okay, some of you that are out there, maybe you must have watched it before. Please, if you have watched it before, save your data and wait for our next update. If you have not watched it, please just watch and comment nicely. Because some of you that have watched some other videos in other platforms will come, old news. Today is the first time I'm coming across this particular interview. That's what I said, okay, let me share it with you guys. And for those of you that have not watched it, so that you watch it, remember I promised you any latest updates regarding to VDM and Femi Falana and the EFCC Bobrisky, I will come here and update you guys. So I want you guys to watch the podcast. We'll be right back.
First of all, a direct question to you will be, what do you think of his activism?
To be honest with you,
what do you think?
Ideally, I probably would have said, I don't want to talk about it, but
you're one of the most intelligent people. Yeah, you can walk that tight line.
Yeah, it's not an issue for me. And also because there's been quite some misreporting going on.
Facts.
To answer your first question,
yes. What do you think about his activism?
I don't know much of it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know much of it. Prior to the first video where he mentioned me and my dad, I hadn't seen much of him. I hadn't seen.
Yes.
What I had seen, what I remember seeing was, I think this was probably like a while ago, some stuff about people that didn't have NAFDAC and they were selling products. And I thought, okay,
that was the beginning.
Yes. At that time when I saw some of those clips, I was like, okay, this person seems to be doing something right. This is a good cause.
Facts.
But aside that, I wouldn't lie to you, I really haven't seen much of his work.
Which can happen because social media algorithm takes people different ways.
Yeah. Now this person one day thought it wise to turn on his ring light, sit down, and via direct statements, insinuations, and innuendos, allege that myself and my dad connived with some certain individuals to manipulate justice and bribe the EFCC. And adding that the reason I've done this is because I have a homosexual relationship with Bobrisky. Going further to say that my posturing as an activist, everything is false.
Yeah. How did you feel about when that came out? Personally, how did you feel?
How would anyone feel? It's horrible things to say. Absolutely no proof. Why would you just come and allege all these things? You have absolutely nothing to support all these statements. And this is why I say, when we speak about seed of discord, just ordinary Nigerians, I think also need to be a lot more careful in jumping into conclusions, and let's just look at things a bit more objectively, and somebody just coming up and alleging something shouldn't be the basis for which you draw your conclusion. What has this person shown to support this allegation? And what a lot of these people are now saying, why don't you face this? Okay, well, now, via my counsel, I wrote to the person that he's alleging or he's attributing all these statements to, and the person has denied that absolutely no money was paid to me or my dad for nothing. All these things are false, basically. So now you have to defend yourself, because he who alleges must prove. I've gone to court for defamation of character, because that's clearly what this is. Now, recently, it was reported that the court has ordered 500 million naira to be paid, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's false. The case of defamation is still very much in court. Yes, we have instituted proceedings for defamation because, of course, that is what this is. That is very much still ongoing. However, there's something called interim applications, which you can do. While a substantive case is still ongoing, you can apply to the court for an injunction
to hold on to something,
because this defamation still subsists. This video I speak of is still very much on his page, on his pages. He has not taken them down,
and the application was for him to take those down.
So the ruling that the court, exactly, thank you very much, the ruling that the court gave was take this down and desist from any further defamatory remarks pending the determination of this substantive suit. That is what that is. That is what has been decided upon. Of course, in my defamation suit, I'm going to ask for damages, because that is the only remedy available in a civil suit. I'll have you know that there's a criminal angle to defamation. I chose not to go that route.
So there is a criminal angle.
There's a criminal angle to defamation now. He could very well have been arrested. But this so-called narrative that they are peddling now, because now that's the narrative that, me and my family want to oppress this guy because we have legal muscle. Come on, man. I know they find trouble, Baba. I know they find trouble, Baba. I dare my day. You set your ring light, begin to talk all this nonsense about me, and you expect me to sit down? I afforded this guy a phone conversation.
Yeah, I wanted to speak about
Seun Kuti is a mutual.
Yep.
I saw, when this thing first came out, I saw Seun Kuti saying on his Instagram live that he knew about it, something. So I called him. What's in with this, Baba? So Seun must have called him, and then he reached out to me. And on the phone, this guy was instantly defensive. From the bro, try and listen. Like, what are you even already fighting about? And he said to me, without mincing words, he said, Shebi, you are a lawyer. Go to court. In my opinion, this person,
during the conversation to try to find common ground,
this person, in my opinion, wanted the litigation. Now, what he thinks that does for him, I do not know. I do not know what he thinks that does for him. I don't know if he thinks it will posture him as some sort of hero. But he clearly wanted the litigation. Without that conversation went. Because as soon as you posted this this thing, I sent you the pre-action notice saying what you've posted is a load of bollocks, absolutely false. I need you to take it down and offer an apology within a certain amount of time. What did he do? Nothing.
I thought I saw, first of all, apologies from Seun, and then I saw I believe I saw an apology from him too.
So Seun Kuti did his because of the things he said on his live. But that's aside.
Yeah.
He didn't offer an apology. He said, and this was at the House of Assembly when he was invited to this panel, said a few words, some people are taking advantage to tarnish the image of my dad. Absolutely did not mention my name. Has been dodging mentioning my name ever since I wrote to him. That same day, posted something on his Instagram story at Fal's the bad guy. Oh, I wish say you day here to see what's in the happen for you.
I think
Come
I
on,
saw
man.
that on the
Bro,
blogs.
what are you doing? This is not an apology. This defamatory publication still exists on your page. What are you doing? What is this? And you people are trying to peddle a narrative that I'm an oppressor. Are you people listening?
Your track record.
Bro,
Definitely.
go to my comment section now as we speak. Go to my comment section.
Negative?
Go to read comments. Bro, just go read comments by yourself.
Negative?
You will see where people dey. And this is the reason why a lot of people say things like, oh, Nigerians deserve what they get. I don't like to make statements like that, because really and truly, nobody deserves the amount of that we go through, bro. Nobody does. But when you don't take your time to carefully assess scenarios and you jump on cheap manipulation tactics and you then spew negativity at somebody for absolutely no just cause, of course people are going to say stuff like that.
People buy into that. What about the audio that he had presumed to have played, which alleged that the other person was saying what they had said?
And that's why I'm saying that audio now has been denied by the person that he's alleging was the author. And bro, he who alleges must prove.
Must prove.
So he has a lawyer. His lawyer has been in contact. So I imagine his lawyer would have explained all these things to him. So since he really, really desperately wants litigation, the rest of the explanation will be done in court.
At the time of this podcast, VDM have not yet responded, because immediately I watched this particular video, I went to VDM platform and I try and scroll. I did not see it. In all of this, Blessed CEO is so happy. She is so happy that VDM will learn in a hard way. The very moment she saw the articles of Mr. Femi Falana suing VDM of 500 million. Anyway, I want you guys to watch what she said in all of this and how she's so happy that VDM will go to prison or pay 500 million naira for defamatory character.
So this is the latest news where the Sun, Falana, has finally gotten a judgment from the court concerning the ragamuffin between Very Dark Man and the said Buhaha tape. Now, the court has actually ordered Very Dark Man and giving him 21 days to pull down all the videos on all his social media platforms, defaming the Sun. But I am hearing one alleged rumor that they said he should pay 500 million. And I have been reading this certified copy and I did not see anything like 500 million. Please, am I missing out? Because I'm alleging and it is trending that the Falanas asked him to pay 500 million. Me, I have not seen in the certified copy. What they just asked him to do was to take down the post. Am I reading through my notes? So, let's talk about the alleged 500 million. That is if it's true. For him to take down the post, that is very, very okay for defamatory. But if there's an alleged 500 million, I'm going to beg you, Uncle Falana, please, this boy does not have money. Even this small NGO that he said that he opened, we all know that is a lie. Those fabricated figures. He no get shing by. Number two, he doesn't even have a source. He not get work for us to say, okay, he'll be paying this money in installments if the alleged sum is actually true. Except they just want this boy to go back to pornography, selling his private organs and all this stuff, for money. Not organ harvesting, like being a failed porn star. Except we want him to go back to that because that is what he's known for doing, selling his But because we don't want this boy to go back to the streets, right? We are begging, we good Nigerians, please, sir, we are begging you. Just as he said, and it is written on this judgment, he is not an activist. He said he's an online police boy. Online police boy, not an activist. Because he understands what it is to be an activist. Yeah. So, sir, I am begging on his behalf. Because he doesn't have 500 million naira. Even if he should sell his whole family members, they will not be able to raise that money. Please, sir, forgive him. Let him delete the video, do apology. You understand? You can even send him maybe to 3 days in prison or for 1 week or even 1 month or even 1 year. Let's just keep him somewhere. But he doesn't have 500 million naira, sir, so that this boy will not go and put his hand into something that, the society is very, very hard these days. And the boy cannot stand pressure. Just small Nigeria that just shook him, he don't rush, he don't say gbola, he don't say. So let's quickly rewind back. For those of you that want to run your mouth and say, oh, shut up. Let me tutor you. Now remember, back to the beginning. Very Dark Man's mission was to collect money and alleged debt that Bobrisky was owing someone who reached out to him. And the person who gave Very Dark Man that tape did not give Very Dark Man to go about defaming people. He gave it to Very Dark Man to use it against Bobrisky to collect his money. Guess what? When the tape was released, Bobrisky paid the alleged debt. Right? You were supposed to rest. You refused to rest. You saw it like a clout. You started defaming people. It was your debt. It was the debt you were after, which you had collected. You for just rest. If you were a smart person, you would have just allowed Nigerians to be trending with that video. You will not even talk. Yes, you are the one that released it, but allow people to also commit themselves, because trust me, Very Dark Man, if you didn't talk, other people would have spoken. Maybe not then, therefore, but no, because of your urge to shalaye, you will always want to shalaye, and you said things that have actually indicted you into this case. And some people are like, oh, what is his business? Person leak tape. They never hold person. No, you guys are getting it all wrong.
Blessed CEO is a two-faced person who always wants to stay relevant when it comes to chasing clouds. Anyway, Blessed CEO wears is not relevant to Nigerian. She always wants to stay relevant though by chasing clouds, especially on VDM, because that's only when people engage more on her post. Without VDM, I don't even think that nobody will care about her. Nobody knows what she does. Despite she said, oh, she's a marriage counselor, she's a therapy, and all of that. Nobody talks about, nobody even talk about her job, except when she's trying to drag VDM. So let's not center our focus on her. Well, I also came across this particular video of Fast Father, Mr. Femi Falana, the senior advocate of Nigeria, or one of the senior advocates of Nigeria, human rights activist. What he said about VDM. Remember, a minute from this particular interview of Sarah TV interviewing Mr. Femi Falana went viral, I think, over 3 or 2 weeks ago. So I just lay hands on the full interview and I decided to also share it with you guys. We'll be right back to also give you guys what Nigerians are saying about Fast and Femi Falana.
How about the allegation that your son, Falls, is standing as a front for you, sir? How do you respond to that?
Well, these guys don't know me. They also don't know my son, even though it's of their generation. He stands out for principle. He stands out for decency and will never go out of his way to front for me. The guy doesn't want anybody to know that it's my son. When he started his musical career, he was with us in practice. He left, he abandoned practice, legal practice. He was doing fantastically well. So he said, Dad, I'm no longer going to practice law. I'm going to entertainment world. When he started, he was invited, I think, by the NTA for an interview. Right? And he was introduced as Falana Falls. So when he came back home, he was still living with us then. His mother asked him, why are you going about calling yourself Falana Falls? He said, what should I call myself? Falana. So that the name can open doors for you. He said, Mom, I don't want anybody's name to open doors for me. I want to open my own doors. Because if I had said I was Falana, and that interview was granted, I might have felt maybe it was because of my father's name. No. Mom, the day I will be happy is when they ask you, are you fast, Mom? And when they ask my father, are you fast, Dad? So he has never gone out of his way. You can check from his friends to introduce himself as Falana's son. One day, I was at the Abuja airport waiting for my flight, and some young girls came to me. Said, "Sir, is it true you are fast dad?" I smiled. So I think so. So wow, they embraced me. So when I got home, I called him. Young man, today, some young guys besieged me in Abuja and asked whether, he said, what did they ask? They said, are you fast father? He was happy. He said, that is what I want. And called the mother to hear my story. So he will not go out of his way. And, you know, it's a bit painful. Because last year, he went for a surgery in the UK. I think, you know, he plays football. So he had a knee injury. So the operation was successful. His mother and I were coming home from Cuba. So we decided to check him in the United Kingdom, travel via London. And so we saw the young man. So please, as our contribution, no, like I said, you know, we congratulated him, you know, the operation was successful. Can we pick up the bill? He said, no, Dad, no, Mom. I pay my bill before come here. So I hope I'm not being rude. He said, no, we're happy. I told him. Then I told my wife, your son is telling you that he's richer than you. He said, no, that's not what I'm saying. But I just, you know, I mean, if I needed financial assistance, I would have told you, but I don't need it. So he's not the kind of person that will call anybody. And in any case, he and his siblings, his two sisters, regularly refer victims of injustice, victims of human rights abuse to us without any condition attached. And just recently, I was telling him in particular, you know, come, you and your sisters, you know, you just send people to us. The way you are going, very soon, we'll be sending you our bill. We just laugh over it. So he can never, because he knows it is not our practice to take money for pardon. So he couldn't have.
The only thing I can say about this particular video is to tell Mr. Femi Falana to channel or try and channel his energy more on his activism rather than fighting another activist for main mistake. Yes, I know video made mistake. Yes, for defamation of character allegedly, though they are not trying to get to the root of that voice record. Instead, they are trying to silence VDM. Like what his son said, he needs an apology. VDM, when I watched the video of VDM over and over and over and again, I'm still trying to see where VDM call him Agege or Idinakma. Abi you self they do. Abi you self they do can simply mean Abi you self they do corruption. It is your mindset that is judging you and your guilty conscience that is judging you that it makes Abi you self they knock another man. He did not say so. Abi you self they do. Me, Abi you self they do bribing. Abi you self they help inmates they get out of prison. Abi you self they into corruption. Abi you self they do. There are a lot of things Abi you self they do. The guy didn't say Abi you self na agege. Well, I don't want to expatiate or elaborate on that issue. I want you guys to watch this Nigeria TikToker. How this guy takes see Mr. Femi Falana finish. You know the fear face. How will you say Mr. Femi Falana, any person when you represent for court must lose that court case? Anyway, I want you guys to watch this video.
Femi Falana, you represent a fella. You lost. Fella went to jail and rot in prison. You represented MKO Abiola. You lost. He went to jail. From there, he died. We don't see him again. You represented Mohbad, the family. I will bring justice to Mohbad's dying. Till today, no justice. It's even very dark man that is bringing the legs of the people involved in the buying. He's the one exposing them as we speak. You remember Sylvester Jr., that boy, that Dwayne school boy, the boy that was spying inside the school. And you say you must bring justice to the buying. You will bring justice to the family. You will close down the school. While you were still at the case, school opened though, and you lost, dashing the hope of the family for justice. Sayu represented ASU versus FG. That's ASU against FG. You lost, and the hopes of thousands of students were dashed and swept under the carpet. But in all of these losses, Nigerians still regarded you as a son until you align with Bobrisky. How? Now, you give Bobrisky 12 hours ultimatum to apologize. The boy said, I'm not apologizing. Go and meet very dark man. Hold you. That thing is talking to you like that. Allegedly, Godfather. Then you told the very dark man, I will file you 500 million lawsuit. See his reaction. My advice to you, sir, is join very dark man. You have been losing all the cases we know. Apart from those political cases, I don't know about political cases. They call you human rights activist. I am interested in how many of those human rights cases you have won. I don't know about politics. Now, your last hope to redeeming yourself as that human rights activist is aligning with very dark man. No, you decided to fight very dark man. It's not too late. I'm advising you, sir. Go and work with Mr. Deji, very dark man's lawyer. You are supposed to be under him to learn, but because of your age, he will be under you. So, you know, it doesn't matter who is under. But learn. Work with them. They will win cases and your name will be restored. Your prestige will be restored. That is my advice to you, sir.
You listen to what he said. Me, I will not make any comment to. I will not get money for a lawsuit. I want you guys to comment your thoughts about what he said. If you believe, if you don't believe, do you believe that Mr. Femi Falana is a good advocate and he have won case? If you believe Mr. Femi Falana have won any case based on his activism, please also comment and say, okay, so person like this, it was through Femi Falana that this person won this case. It was through Femi Falana that he won this case, not politics, normal people. Please, I also want you guys to comment it. Me myself, I don't know. That's why they ask. You cannot know it all because you are not know it. Well, they say he who must come to equity must come with clean hands. Recently, this lover released a list, batch A, batch B, of list of agege people who they knock another man. Now, it happened to be that batch 3, that VDM names appeared. They say VDM 2, they knock. VDM, you when they say, I be another person they do. Now that they tell you, say you they do. It's funny anyway, but I want you guys to watch what VDM said in all of this. We'll be right back.
So now don't tell me say this lover don't release the batch 3 of the celebrities where be agege. So number 1, a Burna Boy, Udogu. Burna Boy will sing, I know they live to the fuck nyash. That's one Akpa Kuruba. Number 2, they sing a Kiss Daniel. Number 3, fraud. Fraud, who be fraud? Anyways, Odumeje na Flavor being partner. Come on, this lover, come on. So they try to say now, Flavor na they do Odumeje. So they do in the bosque, pause, sepre, mama. Fouls. Dele Momodu, Move Donga, Brian Okuwara, Pokoli. No. Abba now. As Pokoli they dance in pile for all the 4 years. Ola of Lagos. Very dark man. Because me on the quarry. So now me that say they knock me out. Don't play. You will learn. Vine. I don't know this one. Corey de Bello. J. Mattis. Sheyi Awolowo. Don't know that one. Alesh. I don't know that one. Peter. I don't know that one. Swanky Jerry. Do you know that they ring a bell? Blossom. I don't know one. Jubril of Lagos. Meanwhile, we never touch pastors. Meanwhile, number one, to the person who get this blog, I know say you get son. And your co-pilot, that one get daughter. You if not be say your character, the one where get son, if not be because of your character, normally I suppose don't knock you. Because our two they go the same gym before. I suppose don't knock you. But because of your character, and me I get problem with all those rubber nyash. I like authentic things. If not, you say suppose don't come up pints. And the one where get daughter, so if I talk now, everybody go cry for my head. Make her no talk. They'll say, hey, say one knock the mama and this thing together. But we won't leave there. Anyways, just love. I know you people are struggling to come back. Now, let me tell you Nigerians what's funny, right? Now, I'm not somebody that likes Apostle Johnson Suleiman or what's that guy's name. I don't like him. I feel like he talks things that does not happen, and he just adds spices to his preaching to just make it look as if, oh yes, he has the spirit of the Lord with him, you know, something like that. And to be honest, when Timaya says I be lie, Timaya not really lie, because too many lie for him out based on what I don't see for him videos. Say they transfer money to. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is this: recently, Alima Abubakar, that once accused Suleiman that Suleiman was knocking her when she was on her period, she has come out to say that it's a lie. Now the question is this: Gistlover kept on posting that in that period where they spoil the guy name. They finished Johnson Suleiman name for this country. Say yes, in the Naka when he did this one, in the Naka when he did that one. No, he say everything, na lie. Do you understand? No, he say everything, na lie. Now she don't come and say na lie. So how many other news Gistlover don't put out there? Guess what? All these things was all for blackmail. All those one life to say Suleiman called and say, okay, how much I'll give you in Bitcoin? They for collect. They're all about that life. You understand? Now she don't come out and talk saying her life. So what next? The Suleiman guy now, name don't spoil. Even though, of course, like I said, I don't like him, but it's just the truth. In name don't spoil. Be that. Just lover, like I said, you people are not going to suffice on this internet. So fast idea, people have nothing to do. Your credibility is gone. It's all lies. Bring proof for all these people you listed. You don't put my name to bring proof for everybody. Bring one proof where one boy, they say two of them they gave. You are not surviving this. You know they come this internet. And like I said, you're going to learn. And you're going to learn the hard way. Don't play.
I love you guys. Remember, God love you more. I don't want to expatiate on that issue. You heard what VDM said. Okay, bring your approval. Even if you want the knock, man, you go to say knock harder or whatsoever. I just want you guys to digest these three interviews, or these three videos, and comment your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about what Fast said about VDM? What do you think about what Fast Father said? Most of you have watched a minute of that video, maybe the full video, but now my first time to see that full video. That's why I put on there. And I swear, what do you think about that Nigerian guy on TikTok that said that any person with Mr. Femi Falana they represent must lose case of buy? Fela buy. Thank you, Abiola buy. Anyway, may not represent VDM. May you continue to fight against VDM because people when they fight against they live long and stay more empowered than people when they support. Well, to round it up, guys. Anyway, before we go, I will leave you guys with Daddy Freeze video. What he said about the agege that is going on in Nigeria. Now, Fast is accused of agege. Nobody accused him. He just said VDM accused him. Now they're accusing VDM of agege, and everybody is suing everybody in Nigeria. Now the center of the agege, which is Bobrisky, is currently held in NIS custody, and everything is just going bass in Nigeria. I'm waiting for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment your thoughts about this video. Don't forget to share this video to all your platforms. And above all, subscribe. If you do, turn on your notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out our future uploads. Until we meet again, we love you guys. Remember, God love you more. Peace out.
Sometimes na agege connect. You know what I'm talking about. Many celebs they do agege so that album go fit sell, so that they go fit get that feature, so that they go fit date that movie, so they go fit date that caucus. Go and listen to that song by Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. Go and listen to the words and you'd understand what people do to be part of the creme de la creme inside a society. Sometimes the reason why your men are gay is because you cannot step down. Sometimes the men just don't want you to step down. They just want their family, they want their wives to drive the nicest cars. They want to always make sure that their wives fly business class. They want to always make sure that
You're getting it all wrong. In as much as you love people, doesn't mean that you cannot tell them the truth. It is love that should make you to be honest with people. And if you're actually a very dark man's fan, you should be honest with him by telling him, guy, this one, you mess up. And I don't see any big deal in saying sorry. Your favorite artist, which is VDM, is a fan of the favorite artist, right? Held me for defamation of character. Do you know why I apologized to the favorite artist? It was because the artist said I hurt him by those words. You know, when people come out, you know, sometimes when we talk about things on the media, they are mostly things that we are not necessarily sure about. We don't even know how the person is going to feel. So defamation of character is a way of the person expressing themselves and saying, this thing you said did not go well with me. It has tarnished my image in one way or the other. Once somebody has come out to say you defamed me, the best you can do is just to say sorry. Yes. It's just to say sorry. If you have any other evidence, even the court will first of all ask you to apologize. Even police will first of all ask you to apologize. That is what you do when you wrong people. Especially when it comes to cases like defamatory. It's except if it's a criminal matter where it is beyond, you know, personal reconciliation, whereby you want the government to take its court. But anything like defamation, it's except you have strong head. That's when people are going to drag the case. Or except if those people are just being unnecessarily troublesome. I apologize to this favorite artist. Why? Let me quickly give you the basis of the question that the police asked me. The first question is, Blessing CEO, are you a debt collector? No. What is your job? I'm a certified relationship therapist. Blessing CEO, were you there when the said alleged debt or the payment? No. Really? Yeah. Good. So when they said that, I realized that debt collection is not my job. Because remember, when you are collecting debt, you're talking from one side. You don't know what it's going to do to the next person. And don't forget that this person is not owing you directly. You are trying to help somebody collect this debt. So you do not even know the full story. So it is not your job. Now, you need to understand whether you are a fan or not a fan. You know, most of us already have experience. See, there are some certain things that is defamatory. It is not your work. That is what some things that we are doing online is not our work. When people say mind your business, you will not understand until you get into trouble and go against the law. I apologize to you people's favorite artist. And I moved on just because this person said, I hurt him. When people come out to say you hurt them, trust me. Now, a lot of you are now saying, oh, the son is doing this. Son gave him an opportunity to apologize. His son gave him an opportunity to apologize. That was the least that they could do. And this person says, I don't want to apologize. I stand on my right. It simply means that thing that I am saying is actually true. Let's call a spade now and stop beating around the bush. If VDM was a smart person, he would have actually played that audio, got the money for the person, get all his clout and move on. But he enjoys all this drama. That's what he strives on. He decided to come and start analyzing the video that nobody asked him. Even the person who got the VN directly did not analyze video. Organ analyzer, you got VN. Instead of you to just play VN directly, you started analyzing as an analyzer because you were there. That is your crime. And your fans are pretending as they don't know. Your crime is that you analyzed. And there's something I need to make you understand. The biggest problem VDM has is that he doesn't do research. I said it. The boy, they lie, they cap. And that is what happens when you start getting excited over fame and they are clapping for you. Do your research. Bobrisky went to prison. Bobrisky went to prison. Anywhere Bobrisky was in the prison, whether he was up, whether he was down, whether he was in media or in the water. And let me also tell you something. Very dark man, when you went to prison for 2-3 days during the case, where did you stay? You used your mouth to come and tell us that they kept you with the capone. Once you're a public figure, it is the duty of those in the prison to protect you, because if anything happens to you, the public will still hold those in power responsible. So yes, when you're a personality, they will protect you in prison because you are open to harm. Anybody can want to kill you in prison. Anybody can want to poison you in prison. And if anything happens to you in prison, they're going to hold them responsible. When you went to prison, where did they keep you? Did they keep you in general cell? You told us that they kept you with the Capone. That's what you told us. They did that. Capone is like the highest person. I'll be the number one. Those are the people that are old in prison. They kept you there so that they can at least protect you. Yes, you were also given that preferential treatment when you went to prison. That was the reason why you said in your video, and I quote, "Make una no carry me go cell again, no. Make una carry me go prison." Is that not the reason why you've been shouting prison, prison, prison? That's because of the privilege that they also gave to you. Were you expecting them to go and keep Bobrisky in the midst of general cell? Is that what you're expecting? No, there are still spaces. Even Didi, that is going through a case right now, he has a place that they kept him in prison. He's in prison, but because they know that if they keep him in the midst of these people, they can harm him because he also has enemies in prison. So VDM, you've lost this case. Just rest. Stop allowing this your fans, trigger you to do. Say sorry when it is needed. Me, I have said sorry to people who said I offended them 1,000,001 times. Yes, because to me, I do not intend to hurt people when I talk. Yes, because sometimes this defamation might be if you just talk something, messian. It's normal to messian. Even in relationship, marriage, in a basic life, you can even be talking to your spouses and you say something. Sorry, baby, I didn't mean it that way. It doesn't cost you anything for you to just move on with your life. And I'm going to give you a very good advice, very dark man. Nobody gets to the top with all this case. Nah. Stop putting yourself in a position to get yourself killed. Creating unnecessary sorry. Just say sorry. Let all these things go away. You cannot pursue that your quack NGO where you raise money for. Bye.